Okay, you guys. How are you guys doing out there? This is Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. So I guess you guys didn't like my last two videos. The costumes? Well, just because you don't like my costumes, you gotta go in there and listen. I'm teaching classes. I'm looking for fans and students who are interested in learning my classes. You don't have to be dedicated to it, you know, but even if you don't like my last two costumes, you still go in there and you listen for a while. And then you quit, and then maybe you come back an hour later or something, watch a little more of the same video. And see what I'm saying, because I made 1 through 8 trials class. And so I wanted you to go back to 1, watch it, then 2, and go through 8. You're not watching those last 2 in the silver costumes. You can't just say, screw her, I'm not interested in Melinda's audio-visual videos on her YouTube channel. I'm only there to look at her. You're not there to listen to anything I'm saying. I tell all kinds of goofy stories that come up spontaneously. And I don't even have 100 hits on my last 2 videos. That's crazy, because it was really teaching you something good about the class trials. So you need to go, don't stay out of my videos because you don't like my costume. And the one I had a fur coat on. Well, don't you think I'm going to take the damn thing off in the middle of the show? It's not going to stay there the whole time unless it's really part of my costume. But I got good news for you guys. Even though I'm hurt that you won't go in my last 2 videos I uploaded. I guess you don't like the costumes. But when you get inside, I tell a real lot. I tell a real lot. But I do think I've been making my videos too long for you. And even I can't sit through them. Oh, I have to keep watching my videos all the time. But I mean, I can't sit there and watch a whole hour and 40-minute show, a class, or 2 hours, or hour and a half, or hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to cut back. I think it's one of the things that's making people just turn around and run. They're loving the show, but it gets too long. And the trials, when I started out, I was trying to teach you the steps in chronological order from before the court and after. That got too difficult to follow. But when I started telling the stories of them talking, it became fun. But here's the good news. I think we're all sick of the Jodi Arias trial. I'm going to leave that trials class open, and I will sometime talk another interesting trial. But I'm not going to get heavy trying to make you memorize the steps through the trial. It's just too much, I think, for you guys. So I'm going to cut back to 45 minutes. So guess what? I got some really good news for you guys. Since you're not hitting my last 2 trials classes, which just really hurt me, I thought you guys were enjoying, because I was getting watching, and I was getting public watch time, hours of my trials classes. I was. But I got good news. I decided to say, screw that. Let's cut these videos down to 45 minutes. Let's not talk for 20 minutes before class. And let's do a brand new, refreshing class that everyone can understand. I'm teaching biology. And I'm starting with Charles Darwin. So even if you've never had, I have to sit upright, see? You can't be leaning. I have to have good posture. Okay. So, I forgot what I was saying. So, it's Charles Darwin. I'm teaching a biology class. And I really think that you guys will be able to follow this and find it interesting. Okay? So, instead of rambling anymore, those of you who are new, oh, hi to all my subscribers. How y'all doing tonight? I hope you're doing good, having fun, enjoying life. And all my fans and followers and viewers, I'm happy to have you aboard. Please subscribe and give my classes a chance. I'm turning this into biology, but you can hop all over. I got 40-something, it's really going up. I got 40-something videos. And I'm wanting people, it's like it's frozen. Like nobody is going into my old videos, and you should, because nobody here is I don't think anybody's like watched the entire video of mine. Not that many people, except the real short ones, have watched my entire video or even half of it. I got like one that's got busted 3,000 hits. I go in my analytics. It did have a lot of hours, but for 3,000 hits, it should have had more. But it had, I think, 30-something hours for me to have my first YouTube channel show. That's damn good. But 3,000 people hit it. So by now, it should have like 100 hours, or 150. You're going to hit it, watch it, Okay. Now, let's all start and be happy. And I shaved the class down to 45 minutes. And this is Biology Class 1, okay? It's Biology Class 1. Charles Darwin was a gentleman from the English countryside, quote unquote. I assume that means he lived in the English outskirts in England, in the country England, English countryside. That's a weird coincidence, yeah. Who set out on a seafaring journey on the who set out on a seafaring journey on the HMS Beagle in 1831 as the ship's naturalist, period. He was no less religious than others, have his day, no less religious than others, have his day, but he had a very active, curious mind, like Melinda and a couple of friends of mine. He had a very active, curious mind, like me and some friends of mine, and was acquainted with much of the scientific thinking. Okay? Much of the scientific thinking of the time, period. That inquisitive mind, combined with the, quote, scientific knowledge, unquote, I keep losing my place. That inquisitive mind combined with the scientific knowledge, quote unquote, scientific knowledge, he gained over his short 22 years, led Darwin to notice um, okay, notice something rather unique about the finch population, quote unquote. I learned it's birds. Finches are birds. Okay. Something rather unique about the quote finch population, unquote. Uh, um, Something rather unique about the finch population on the Galapagos Islands. These observations led to the certain two of the most important biology related theories of all time, quote unquote. These observations led to two of the most important biology related theories of all time: biological evolution and natural selection. So that's what we're going to learn tonight. But we're not finishing tonight, no. Okay, so I want to read this one more time. Are you guys listening? Okay, don't just be looking at me. Listen to me. I'm not keeping you. I'm not going to make any hour-long videos for a while. Or I was doing 2 hours or an hour and 40 minutes. That definitely was making people just leave, Even myself, I can't sit there through the whole thing. But you watch some and then you come back to it another day if you have to. Sometimes you might be having a ball and enjoying. There's people out there that will enjoy my classes and they can watch them for hours. I did with my girlfriend with her YouTube channel. I was communicating and watching her 13 hours a day on her YouTube channel. So I will have some fans and students who will really get into what I'm teaching and all the off-the-wall, spontaneous stories that I come up with. All right, I'm going to read this again. So y'all listening, and I'm going to read fast. I'm going to get through the class. I'm not going to drag you. But listen again. Something rather unique about the finch population, quote unquote, on the Galapagos Islands. These observations led to the creation of two of the most important, quote, biology-related theories, unquote, of all time. Quote, biological evolution, got that? Biological evolution, and, quote, natural selection, unquote. Natural selection. So we're going to learn the two biggest biological theories in history: biological evolution and natural selection. So we will be learning that. I will teach as much as I got written here tonight, and we'll continue it when I get back. All right, so biological evolution and natural selection. Those are the two biggest biological theories in mankind in history. So we fill you in on these theories and Darwin's inspiration for them in the following. I'm trying to sit right where I guess you have to see my waist or I'll just look like fat. Yeah, if I'm too leaned over. Okay. All right. So, biological evolution and natural selection. We fill you in on these theories. Inspiration and Darwin's inspiration for them in the following sections. We fill you in on these theories and Darwin's inspiration for them in the following sections, okay? All right, let's move right along here. Am I sitting properly? You can see my waist, so I don't look 350 pounds. You can see my waist, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving right along. So I wore a really hot diva, sexy Hollywood diva costume to get you guys off your ass and get your attention and get my hits back. I don't know what's going on with my last two classes, but hell, I said, all right, they didn't like those two costumes, but you should still be committed and give me the respect to hear what I am trying to teach you. You know, I don't expect you to watch those whole long videos. You could do it in segments, come back to it in segment, that kind of thing. And once in a while, just, but everything's frozen. Nobody is going, and, now I'm being seen around the whole world. And my tutor said I'm being seen all over Germany and all kinds of foreign countries. But my account's like frozen. Nobody's coming in there. Where are y'all at? Come on. Okay, moving on. Let's enjoy our biology class. So, Charles, biology class 1. Charles Darwin challenged age-old beliefs about life on Earth. Okay? About life on Earth. Owing it all to the birds is the name of this I'm going to teach you here. It's titled, Owing It All to the Birds. Okay. While traveling on the HMS Beagle, quote unquote, I don't know how big of a ship or boat it was. Anyway, Darwin visited the Galapagos Islands, which lie nearly 600 miles, off the western coast of South America. Fascinating. Off the western coast of South America. So he was dealing like we're Mexico, going through by Mexico. Were there Mexican bandits back then? That's got my interest. I am going to, Cortana, my Microsoft Office assistant, I'm going to ask her, did they have like Mexican, what did I call them? Bandits. Like, is that what they call them? Bandits? Out on the ocean? I forget what they call them. Out on the ocean. I don't know. Moving right along. But he had no trouble, so move on. I meant anywhere he went. Yeah, obviously he had no trouble. So, while traveling on the HMS Beagle, Darwin visited the Galapagos Islands, which lie nearly 600 miles off the western coast of South America. He was amazed to find a variety of species, yeah, that were similar to these in South America. Well, that's fascinating. Yet different in ways that seem to make them exactly suited to the unique environment of the isolated islands. Let's read that one more time, shall we? Is everybody listening? It's interesting. Stay with me. So I'm gonna start from the top. I want to catch you. Y'all listening? I don't know why I keep saying y'all like a hillbilly. I guess because my girlfriend kept talking like a hillbilly now. I don't say y'all. I say you guys. And all my relatives down south make fun of us, Northerners, Yankees, because we say you guys, you know. All right, one more time I'm reading this, so would everybody just give me the respect and humanity to listen. Owing it all to the birds. While traveling on the HMS Beagle, quote unquote, Darwin visited the where'd I go? The Galapagos Islands, which lie nearly 600 miles off the western coast of South America. He was amazed to find a variety of species that were similar to these in South America, yet different but yet different in ways that seemed to make them exactly suited to the unique environment of the isolated islands. Interesting. To make them exactly suited to the unique, environment of the isolated islands. So he's calling them isolated islands. They're out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. Characters, no, it should be characteristics, maybe I was trying to say. Because it says characteristics. You mean characteristics of organisms that make them suited to their environment are adaptations. Characteristics of organisms that make them suited to their environment are adaptations. You gotta watch those words. Yeah, I thought it was adaptions. It's adaptations. Biology class 1 continued. Darwin chose to focus his attention on the Galapagos Islands. Quote, finches, a type of bird, unquote. Each island had its own unique species of finch. Well, that's interesting. So there's a whole bunch of different kinds of finch birds. It ain't just one kind of bird. And each different bird lived on another island. You see where this is going? Are you listening to me? How interesting this is getting? I got what they're saying. They're saying because of biological evolution, the finch birds on this island was, it's a good word, subjected. Okay, so these finch birds on this one island were subjected to different weather, different maybe beaches, different amounts of woods, different birds, or how many birds are on that island. There's so many characteristics of each island that each one of these finch birds adapted to the island they were living on. That's what they're getting at. I figured that out. Did you guys know what they were saying too? When they said Darwin chose to focus his attention on the Galapagos Islands finches, a type of bird. Each island had its own unique species of a finch bird. That's it. Did you understand that when I read it just that far? Yeah. That was distinct from the other species. See, just like I'm saying. That was distinct from the other species. And from the, quote, finches, the birds on the mainland in South America. Finches, quote unquote, ate only seeds. Listen to this. Finches, the birds on the mainland in South America, finches ate only seeds. In South America, on the mainland, ate only seeds. This is interesting. On the islands, some finches ate seeds, others ate insects. Well, I would think any bird that's starving on an island would eat insects. But they didn't say the finches on that's off the mainland was eating insects. No. Okay, so on the islands, some finches ate seeds. Others ate insects. Others ate insects. And some even ate cactus. They said cactuses. They don't know proper grammar. It's said in the book. Some even ate cactuses. It's improper grammar. It's plural for cactus is cacti. How many knew that? It's cacti, and they said cactuses, and it's in a famous book. It's a biology book. Yeah, and they didn't even know the proper grammar for cactus, the plural for cactus. It's cacti. Okay. I had it in court reporting. The break of each type of finch seemed exactly suited to its food source. Listen again. Each type of finch seemed exactly suited to its food source. I guess comparing from island to island. I don't know if they mean bird to bird on the same island. Well, probably that too, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if they were saying that part. All right. Biology class 1, Charles Darwin. Darwin thought that all the finches had a common ancestor, quote unquote, common ancestor from mainland South America that either flew or floated to the newly formed islands. Oh, they were newly formed islands. That's fascinating. That's how it is in the ocean. Yeah, anything goes. Perhaps during occasional storms. Okay. The islands are far enough apart from each other that finches can't really travel between them. So the different populations are geographically isolated from each other. That's fascinating too, isn't it? Yeah. Geographic isolation means they also can't mate with each other. You hear this? Geographic isolation means they also can't mate with each other. They're saying different finches that are different from other finches because of environment, etc. They can't mate. That's interesting. Geographic. Well, it ain't like that with human beings. Anybody can screw another person in any country. Thank God it ain't like the birds, right? The finch birds on different islands. Thank God. Here, human beings can screw each other in any country they choose. I'm just joking. Okay, so where are we at? To the newly formed islands, perhaps during occasional storms. The islands are far enough apart from each other that finches can't really travel between them. So the different populations are geographically isolated from each other. Geographic isolation means they also can't mate with each other and combine their genes. They can't even combine their genes. Sequences in DNA, okay, in DNA, sequences, I got to get my paper, hold on. Where are we at? Okay, their genes, sequences in DNA that control the traits of living things. Darwin proposed that each type of island had unique conditions, and that these unique conditions favored certain traits over others. Birds whose traits made them more successful at at obtaining food were more likely to survive and reproduce, passing their genes and traits onto their offspring. See? Over time, the characters of, quote, island birds, unquote, shifted away from those of their mainland. Shifted away from those of the mainland ancestor toward characteristics that better suited their new home. Eventually, the island birds became so different from their ancestors and from each other that they were unique species. What Darwin observed is the next title, okay? What Darwin observed in the finch population in the Galapagos Islands is a type of biological evolution. That's one of the things we're going to learn. Referred to as adaptation radiation. Well, I don't know how radiation comes into that picture, but I'm going to have to Microsoft my assistant with that one, because it's not probably going to tell us what that is in this book. I'm not sure if later on it does or not. It's saying the finch population in the Galapagos Islands is a type of biological evolution referred to as adaptation radiation. So what are they saying? There's really bad radiation around these islands? I don't know. I'm going to look into that. It's got my curiosity. Okay, period. Adaptation radiation, period. Adaptive radiation happens. Oh, they are going to teach us. See, Monday, you talk too fast. Adaptive radiation happens when members of one species, okay, get into environmental, they say, niches. N-I-C-H-E-S. I assume it's pronounced niches. Environmental niches, and very little competition for resources. Let's see. At the outset. Okay, so very little competition for resources at the outset, period. The lack of competition allows the species to become rooted in a new environment and increase its population, period. As the population increases, competition for resources begins, and the original species breaks off into several new species that adapt to different environmental conditions, okay? We're almost done, guys, so pay attention, because we only got three pages left. So do you think you can make it through listening to just 3 more pages? Okay. Darwin's theory of biological evolution. So we're teaching you the 2 theories, okay? But there's more, a lot more that I have to write another day. This ain't the whole class for Charles Darwin. No. Okay. So here's biological evolution, one of his famous theories in biological history. Okay, biological evolution refers to the change of living things over time. All right? Biological evolution refers to the change of living things over time. Parentheses, it's not the same as evolution, which simply means change. So evolution simply means change. Evolution means the change of living things over time. So you see the difference they just explained? So evolution, which simply means change, okay? But biological evolution means change of living things over time. It's not the same as evolution, all right? We got that. So, Darwin introduced the world to this concept in his 1854. The year is, okay, Darwin introduced the world to this concept in his 1854 work on the origin of species. Darwin proposed that living things descend from their ancestors, but that they can change over time, period. Darwin believed in, quote, descent with modification, unquote. Descent with modification. Darwin believed in descent with modification. Okay? Maybe I need to look up a better answer for that. Darwin's theory of biological evolution continued. I'm on page 10, so you only got this one in 11. So you think you can sit through it and listen and pay attention? Okay? All right. Darwin's theory of biological evolution continued. As changes occur in living things, species that don't adapt to changing environmental conditions may become extinct or disappear, period. Species that accumulate enough changes may become so different from related organisms that they become a new species, because they can no longer successfully mate with related populations. It's interesting. Semicolon. This process is referred to as speciation, like species, speciation. So they can no longer successfully mate with related populations. This process is referred to as speciation, like species, but speciation. Okay. Oh, it's 2 more pages. Sorry. It's got a page 12. All right. Charles Darwin, biology class 1. The title of this part is The Idea of Natural Selection. So this is the other most important biological theory, that natural selection and biological evolution are the 2 biggest in history of biological theories in history. I'm gonna study and research what have they learned since about biological evolution and natural selection since then, and anything related to Darwin up until now. What have we got now? So that's a good place to go, won't it be? Yeah. Darwin concluded that in any given generation, some individuals are more likely to survive and reproduce than others. When a particular trait improves the survivability of an organism, the environment is said to favor that trait or naturally select for it. Like you like to select the men you want, the women you want. It's kind of saying the same thing here. So it says to favor that trait or naturally select for it. Like a man selects a woman or a woman selects a man. This naturally selects somebody too, see? It's called natural selection. Therefore, acts against unfavorable traits. Therefore, acts against unfavorable traits. Okay. Oh, one last page. So the last page is the idea of natural selection. Darwin, the theory of natural selection is often referred to as, quote, survival of the fittest, unquote. like Madonna. She's the biggest survivor out of all of us. She's made it to $1 billion. No artist in history, not even the Stones, have come near $1 billion. So Madonna's a good example of survival of the fittest. Yeah, on the mankind, as far as mankind goes, on the entire planet. In biological terms, fitness doesn't have anything to do with your BMI, which I don't know what that means, or often you work out, period. Biological fitness is basically your ability to produce offspring. So survival of the fittest really refers to the passing on, quote unquote, refers to the passing on of those traits that enable individuals to survive and successfully reproduce. Amen. We got it. Did you guys find this class refreshing from all the classes I've been teaching? Have you found them refreshing and something new and easier to follow than like every step before court and every step in court? And it's got all, I think I was just teaching you too much and you just couldn't stay with it, I can't expect you to stay on. I started getting, close to an hour, and it became an hour on the average to an hour and 40 minutes on the average. I think I even busted 2 hours once or twice. I know once, I think twice. Well, then you got to keep going back. Just watch a little. If you got the right device, all you got to do is touch it, and it'll freeze, and you can come back and watch it. Doesn't even have to be the same day or night. Watch it another day or in a week. But you can watch all my videos, and nobody, my whole Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva show and my private YouTube channel is completely frozen. Nobody's watching any of my videos, and I know that you've only watched so much that you can keep coming back. You subscribed. And those of you who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit my like button, if you will, please. I would like all of you to just go in, just show me some hits that you went in a few other videos. This one you should watch first. Every time I upload, whatever on the first one you come to, under videos, remember, when you get into Melinda Ivkovitz's YouTube channel, if it says home, hit videos, because that's a bunch of shit just thrown all over the place. So please hit videos. If you're in homes, hit videos. And then you watch the very first video on the left side. And then you keep, and it'd be nice for you to watch the whole 8 or 9. I'm doing biology. But it would be nice if you would try to keep listening to trials. Keep going back and hit me and just watch it. I'll be happy if you watch it for 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Give me a half hour out of the long ones, And maybe if you just keep hitting pause, you touch it and it pauses. And just keep going to other ones and just listen for 5 minutes. And then come back in a week at that same video and listen another 5 minutes. Go to another video and listen 10 minutes. And maybe in 2 days you'll watch a little more of that. They get really interesting. Those two that you won't even hit me and go inside my 2 most recent videos. I have some very interesting things to say. And it really hurts my feelings that you're not even interested in going in my last 2 videos, my silver costumes. Like you don't like maybe the jacket's too puffy and made me look fat or something. Go. You're not here to just for that. We're here for you to read. No, I mean listen to my classes, and you can do a little at a time. But go hit my other ones in the middle, below, all the rows. Try to hit one video a row. Yeah, for 5 minutes. And another video in another row for 10 minutes. I'm not getting any action on my YouTube channel. I mean, do you guys care? My 300 subscribers, and I'm getting 10,000 hits, in like a day it'll say or something. You should hit my subscribe and give me a chance. Just go in 5 minutes in one and pause it. Freeze it. That's the word I'm looking for. You can freeze it and still go on with your device. Just make an effort for me, because if you guys aren't interested in, when I made those classes, I knew there was no way in hell you're just going to sit for an hour and a half, every day and listen to my whole videos. It's too much. But you listen to a little and go back. You can wait a week and go back. Just keep dipping in to all my videos. I would appreciate it. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep teaching for free. So you being rude to me and not even clicking into my last 2 uploaded videos, I mean, it's very rude, inhumane, and it's it hurts my feelings. I wanted you guys to be my friends, and I'm not expecting you to watch everything, but you can watch 5 minutes of it, as much, different videos as you can a month, because I'm doing it for free, because I love it and enjoy it. But I can't keep looking at my my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, and Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva show, and nobody's hitting anything. Nobody's hitting anything. Everything's frozen. I was getting subscribers constantly. My subscribers have been frozen for a week and a half. Could you please come give me some action? Because I'm not going to quit, but I am going to turn my videos down to 45 minutes. And that way, if you can make a half hour, you got a good part of the video. And I will always make something special at the end to motivate you guys to watch the whole thing. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to shorten these videos. Like right now, we've been on too long. I'm going to shorten them to 45 minutes, and I will tell you that. And I will tell you I will have something special at the end of the class. To just watch 10 minutes and keep coming back, till you get through the whole video. That's all. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Give me some action on my show, because how can I keep producing videos and nobody's interested in me anymore? I wore an extra special sexy diva costume for you guys. I thought you guys would love this. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. I pulled it out of my drawer. I says, I got to hit them with a really good costume. I mean, they're not even going in, hitting my 2 last videos. They must not like just the clothes. That's ridiculous. So you don't go in to listen to me? Come on, guys. There's more to me than my body and costumes. Listen to my shows, please. Okay, please subscribe, everybody. Everybody subscribe for me, and I will smile. See? And what do? When I smile, I show my teeth, my bright white teeth. See? If you subscribe for me right now, I'll smile. And you get to see my bright white teeth. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, and I just got my nails done again. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you all. I love all you guys. I love all you guys, and I want people to subscribe. And please, for me, just go jump in my videos. Watch 5 minutes or 4 minutes so Melinda gets some action. Just jump in 4 minutes and listen. And jump in another video, 4 minutes and 4 minutes and 4 minutes. And all over to get me action in all my videos. Okay? I love all you guys. And I hope you can pick up give me some action, make some effort, give me some humanity. I'm an academic scientist and I'm a humanitarian. And I try to think of people's feelings, you know. You could give me some action on my videos. And get the 2 last ones going that's from trials. But we're staying with biology, so don't worry. But I would like you still on trials and the judicial system. But the judicial system's really hard. So, but go in there and watch it for 5 minutes. Yeah. You know, judicial 1, judicial 2, trial 1, trials 2. Just watch 5 minutes. Give me action on all my videos. And hit my like button. And I need subscribers. Yeah, I need 500 subscribers to officially get this. And 3,000 hours public watch time. So please come. Give me some action, and I'll give you some action. I love y'all. I'm gonna go get in bed, open my window, see if I can find something to drink. I'd like a hot cocoa. We'll see what I can find. All right, good night, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Come see me. See my nails and my beautiful rings. It's all silver. Come see me. I love you.